Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Welcome back to the part 13 of the Hajj series, where we will discuss the post-Hajj 2025 entry and exit dates, a detailed explanation. In the initial parts, we explored who the Hajjis are and what the Hajj pilgrimage entails, rules of wearing ihram, including the key rituals, and the important days from the 8th to the 13th of Dhul Hijjah. Additionally, we covered the visa application process and recommended trusted platforms for booking flights and hotels, costs for flights from different countries, arrival in Medina, budget and luxury, accommodation in Medina, food options in and around Medina, historical and local markets of Medina like the Quba market and Chef's market, and finally attractions and holy sites in Medina. Likewise, in the previous parts we traveled to Mecca after Medina, whilst providing costs and booking options for transport, with luxury and budget accommodation and food in Mecca, and the significance of each day of the holy month of Dhul Hijjah. In the part 5, we explored budget versus luxury, Hajj cost starting the prices from buying an ihram to the return from Hajj, covering every minute expense that may cost during the entire Hajj travel. In our previous part, we also discussed washroom woes during Hajj and Tawaf, issues with big food chains in Makkah and Medina like Al-Baik, and issues with the transport systems in the holy cities. In the previous part, we explored the sky-touching cost of medicines and how people can opt for smart solutions to avoid the price hikes of medicines during Hajj season and the heat challenges in Mecca this year. Likewise, in the previous part, we explored the visa cancellations, quota mismanagement and business loss for this year of Hajj. In the last part, we discussed the current fall of prices of sacrificial animals, date prices, hotel prices, and loss of business due to fall of pilgrims this year. If you haven't explored it yet, please do. Quick update, this video is also available in Urdu on our YouTube channel. You can find it by navigating to our Urdu playlist, where the full video is available for your convenience. Now let's continue. Hajj, the sacred pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca, takes place every year during the Islamic month of Dhul Hijjah, specifically from the 8th to the 13th of that month. After the completion of the Hajj rites, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia follows a structured schedule for the departure of Hajj pilgrims and the reopening of the holy sites for Umrah pilgrims. Once the Hajj concludes, there is a gradual process through which pilgrims begin to depart from the kingdom. This phase is critical for crowd management, safety, and the necessary cleaning and logistical preparations that follow the world's largest annual gathering. Exit dates for Hajj 2025 pilgrims. In 2025, the days of Hajj rituals will fall approximately from the 5th of June to the 9th of June. Pilgrims are expected to remain in Makkah and the surrounding holy sites, Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah during this period. After completing their farewell circumambulation, Tawaf al-Tawada, in the Masjid al-Haram, pilgrims are required to make preparations for their return journeys. The exit period for international Hajj pilgrims generally begins from the June 10th, 2025. The kingdom allows pilgrims to remain for a few days after the conclusion of Hajj, depending on their travel arrangements, with most pilgrims expected to depart by the end of June 2025. This window ensures that pilgrims have sufficient time to rest, make their farewells, and perform any remaining sunnah acts before returning home. The Saudi authorities prioritize an organized and staggered departure process to avoid overcrowding at the airports in Jeddah, Medina, and Riyadh. Certain categories of pilgrims, such as official delegations, elderly pilgrims, or those from distant countries, are often given priority in scheduling early return flights. While a final deadline for the exit of Hajj pilgrims is typically set within 3 to 4 weeks after Eid al-Adha, it is customary for the majority of Hujjaj to have exited Saudi Arabia by the first week of July 2025. Post-Hajj reopening of Umrah for 2025. Once the Hajj season officially concludes and the kingdom has cleared the holy sites of Hajj pilgrims, a brief suspension period is maintained for administrative, logistical, and cleanliness purposes. This allows the authorities to restore the Masjid al-Haram and Masjid al-Nabawi to their normal Umrah operational schedules. In 2025, the Umrah season is expected to resume from around the 14th of Dhul Hijjah, 1446 AE, which would correspond to June 10, 2025 in the Gregorian calendar. This date marks the reopening of Umrah visa issuance and the official announcement allowing pilgrims from around the world to enter the kingdom for the purpose of performing Umrah. Arrival of post-Hajj Umrah pilgrims typically begins from the 15th of Dhul to Hijjah 1446 which would be June 11, 2025. From this date onwards, Umrah pilgrims can enter Makkah and Medina, perform their rites, and visit the holy places without the restrictions imposed during the Hajj period. The Umrah season after Hajj continues without interruption for several months, typically concluding in the month of Shawwal of the following year, right before the next Hajj preparations commence. For 2025 to 2026, the expected final entry date for Umrah pilgrims would be by mid-Shawwal 1447 and the final exit date would occur by the start of Dhul Qa'dah 1447 as per the established practice. Why this suspension period exists? The brief suspension of Umrah services after Hajj is a necessary and long-standing tradition. This break serves several vital purposes. Clearing of Hajj pilgrims from the holy sites to avoid overcrowding and congestion, which would endanger safety. Sanitizing and deep cleaning of Masjid al-Haram, Masjid al-Nabawi and surrounding areas, ensuring cleanliness and readiness for new arrivals. Maintenance and logistical adjustments at airports, hotels, transport services, and visa processing systems. Administrative record finalization of Hajj pilgrims' data and departure logs. Ensuring orderly crowd control as the annual Hajj pilgrimage witnesses the convergence of over 2 million Muslims, and managing their safe return is a significant responsibility. Important considerations for post-Hajj Umrah pilgrims. Pilgrims planning to perform Umrah after Hajj should be mindful of the following. Umrah visas are not issued during the Hajj season and are only reinstated from the 14th of Dhul Hijjah. Advanced planning of travel and accommodation is advisable as the demand for flights and hotels often rises when the post-Hajj Umrah season reopens. Pilgrims must adhere to health regulations, vaccinations, and other entry conditions set by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, especially concerning health and public safety. Stay durations for Umrah pilgrims are regulated as per the visa conditions, with overstaying attracting fines and possible bans from future pilgrimages. In summary, exit of Hajj pilgrims starts from June 10, 2025, with the majority expected to leave by early July 2025. Umrah visa reopens from June 10, 2025, 14th Dhul to Hijjah 1446. First entry for Umrah pilgrims, June 11, 2025, 15th Dhul to Hijjah 1446. Umrah season continues from June 2025 till mid-April 2026, concluding before the next Hajj season. This organized system ensures that the sanctity of Hajj is preserved, the safety of pilgrims is prioritized, and the holy cities remain in a state of constant readiness to welcome visitors from across the globe throughout the Islamic year. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed our content and found it helpful for planning your travels. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with fellow travelers, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting travel guides and tips. See you in the next part. Allah Hafiz.